Hey everyone, happy March. I decided that I was going to film a quick video about setting up the habit tracker for March. So briefly, I was just about to log on and type everything up, and I said, you know what, let me hop on and explain what I'm doing in case it helps. So, I'm a big fan of habit tracking and goal setting. It really started like legit habit tracking in like 2020, but for reasons that I won't get into at the moment. So real quick, February, so this week was a lot. So let me just see what we have going on. So I have sleep tracker, I have habits, but what I did is I realized that like the order in which I did things was not super conducive to like the day in and day out. So I said, you know what, I'm going to take a minute and kind of regroup to see what order I want to put them in. So January is the same as February. The sleep isn't going to change very much, but I am going to change the order that like these are written so that the order makes more sense with the day and like the flow of the day. So I'll get into that a little bit, and then show you what I'm thinking. It's in here somewhere in a minute because, oh, here it is, right here. So like I decided like maybe the order wasn't super fluid, so I'm going to write them down in this order. Like this is the order within the day that I would do something, and I'm going to, now I love this habit tracker. I love the habit tracker. It tends to, like the way you print it, it's like you have to type here and here for like this to show up on the front of this. I don't know, it's just like it doesn't, you can't just write it all and then print it out. So I like Katie Planner Girl prints, the format is a little wonky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get into my computer and write them in this order, but put it in like the order that the words are in. I don't know if that makes sense. So like I want it to flow this way. So for example, like my skincare AM routine is going to jump up to like replace fitness. So like AM routine, AM skincare, and then fitness is going to go here. So I know that when I go into my computer and retype things, I'm going to type all the skincare AM right underneath AM routine. So I'm going to replace fitness, and then that'll go there, and then maybe fitness will jump down here until I rearrange it. So I know how I'm going to do it. I love a new month of habit tracking just because everything is a clean slate. I think we probably all love that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a second or 20 and redo that, and then I'll check back in and show you kind of like the difference of how that got set up, and I hope that helps. So be right back. Hi everyone. So I took some time and reordered my habits based off of the new format and flow that would just make more sense. I do have my March inserts that were in here because I set it up at the beginning of the year. I told myself I'd rather have it just in case things get crazy and I don't have the time to print and cut. So I did have what it was in here and what I moved it to. So if you're interested in how I set up a habit tracker, I have another video, but this is more about why I'm deciding what to track and how I am actually arranging it. So if that's interesting to you,
please do stick around. I hope it helps. I do track quite a bit of things, but I can explain that as I'm going over what I track. So in the morning, what I did, I realized I was checking this off every day. So it's just become a habit already. At one point, all of these things were not a habit, but now they are. So I condensed them a bit and mixed it with my skincare because I realized I was waking up, doing all that, and going right into skincare. So I combined that because as soon as I wake up in the morning, I did all these things. And then some of the skincare items. Like this morning, I did all of these: toothbrush, exfoliate, and retinol. So I did those. And later today, I'll probably do a fitness routine. Sometimes this occurs before the AM routine, or vice versa. But either way, it's like the first thing that occurs. Then this flow all kind of like relates. So well-being and maintenance. I don't know. I didn't know what else to call it besides like grooming or something. But this is what it was. So in the morning, whether I sleep or not also depends on like digestive health is directly correlated to it. I have celiac and a few other things. So I try to, if I don't sleep, I don't feel well for a whole host of reasons. But I track and we can see direct correlation between sleep and digestive health. But then also the less I sleep, the higher my anxiety gets, or the worse my migraines are. So that didn't change too much. But then my emotional health is tied also to sleep and anxiety, I've found. So I wanted to track them together so that I would be able to connect the habits long ways rather than the morning supplements and skincare. So instead of going sleep, AM supplements, AM and PM skincare, I wanted something that was more tied to sleep so I could see patterns. So I have my sleep, digestive health, emotional health, but then maintenance. So what did I do that day? Did I have the energy to do a full Olaplex, hair care system? Or did I do, my eye restore that day? I have another video about PRP and stress related hair loss that I use Grow Vegamore, Vegamore Grow, and then eye restore with that. So more videos on that, more updates to come. But this is just to make sure I'm taking care of myself, and the same thing with the supplements. So these are kind of related, but these are directly related. So I like seeing them all in one view. So that was a little different. Like there isn't a direct correlation between sleep and the other things. And I wanted to see more of a direct correlation with sleep. So I could get to know my body better, know myself better, help in a whole host of ways. Then here is maintenance and mental health. I put the maintenance on the other side. So now I just did future goals and mental health. So these are goals, but also things that make me happy. And then some other projects as well. So these are all kind of goals related, which didn't vary too much. I just moved the maintenance and the mental health and kind of expanded this out to be a little more specific. Down here is family. So that's a little different. It's clumped together in a way that's a little more manageable, that if I have time I want to work on the future, I can check off one of these things. Time, make sure I'm working on mental health at least once a day, check that off. So then let's see, lastly, and I know it seems like a lot, but it really helps me. Monthly stuff, that doesn't get checked off too often. Home stuff and caregiving, that doesn't get checked off too often. Same here. Monthly, home. But I did monthly home and caregiving, like things that I do for my mom. And then that was it. So I did cut down on what I was tracking a bit. And it's in a flow that makes so much more sense to me. So yeah, cut off more things from the way it was set up. And then as things come in, I can have a blank one. Again, it's from Hey Planner Girl Prints. I can just write down things as notes that maybe I want to add to track next month. I'll do that. But that's currently the setup. That's the habit tracker currently set up for March. So I get to start writing in that today. If you have any questions at all, please do let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And let me know what you think. If this video is helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss future videos. All right, folks, until then, certainly appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.